The police telling me someone's called them up to say my kids have been left in the house on their own. They've gone in the house, waited for an hour and a half, and nobody came back. So they removed the children from the property.
So there's all 3 kids were there?
All 3 of them.
And how old was your kids at the time when this happened?
My stepchild at that time, she probably would have been about 8. My son would have been about 5, and my daughter would have been about 3. And
do you ever know where mum went?
She went out with some man. It's not even funny. She was out with her next brother in a car down the road. That's what she said. Yeah. And all these things I'm trying to prove. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
What's going on, people, and welcome back to the Baby Fathers podcast for another brand new episode. I'm your host, and I go by the name of DJ Ridler. Before I start today's show, I need you lot to do me a big favor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and press the notification button. So anytime a new episode comes out, you lot gonna be the first to know. All right. So on today's show, I have another special guest. He goes by the name of Jamal. How you doing, my bro?
I'm good, my brother. How are you, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. Listen, I want to say thank you for coming.
No worries.
Now, I see there's something on your top called Rights to Fathers. What's that about?
Basically, it's a movement that I represent. Obviously, it's a movement where I'm here for fathers that go through parent alienation, meaning whoever don't know what that is, people that can't see their kids, more or less fathers. I'm here for mothers too, but it's generally based around fathers.
Got you. Listen, I want to say thank you for coming on today's show.
No worries, my guy.
What has brought you down to the baby fathers?
Well, to be honest, I'm a baby father. You know that I'm a baby father. 2, I'm alienated from my children, and you know I got a voice. I'm doing the same thing like you, and I feel like it's important to spread awareness.
Agree. All right, so listen, before we get into your story, I have to obviously put a disclaimer out there. All right, so anything what you say is your truth. It's your truth only. No one can't say anything different because it's coming from you, how you understand it to be.
My truth, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool. So listen, I want to start with, how many kids do you have?
I got 2 children, a boy and a girl.
And is it for the same lady?
Yeah, same lady.
All right, cool. So listen, we have to obviously get context of this whole story. So we have to start from the beginning of the story, from when you lot first met, all right?
Okay.
So let's start from there.
Yeah, I met her through mutual people in a big environment. When I met her, we got really close. Everything was okay. I never really had an issue with her, like how she was as a person. I would say that when me and her got together, we had my son kind of early into the relationship.
When you say early, was that months or years?
I would say months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Precisely, how many months are we talking? Keep it at 100. You said your truth or your truth only.
Yeah. I would say like, I knew her prior to that a couple months, so I would say like 9 months, 8 months into the relationship.
Okay.
Wow, she was pregnant. So when I met her, and obviously she fell pregnant, she had a child as well.
Okay.
So, but she lived in the next city. So it was a bit hard to kind of manage at that time. So I had to make a decision to move to her city and basically be a father for the first time, because obviously I've never been a dad before. I think I made that decision out of not having my dad. No disrespect to my father as well, because I know my dad, but obviously I didn't grow up with him as a child. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought the move that I'm going to make might stop, you know, what's it called? Not the word cycle. What's the word called?
Well, you're trying to break the cycle.
We're trying to break a cycle, basically. So I made that move initially to break the cycle and kind of be a man and step up for my children, if that makes any sense. So I moved up to this city. It was a beautiful thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not here to kind of kick anyone down today. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she's the mother of my children. Yeah, it was beautiful at the start because obviously I was watching the belly grow. You know, you see the baby kicking. It's all beautiful and emotional things, isn't it?
How was the relationship when your first child came?
There was no problems.
Okay, so-
Literally, like obviously there was things arising in the relationship, but to me it wasn't what people say now is a red flag, but it actually was a red flag. But I just turned a blind eye to it because my lifestyle was a red flag, so I thought it was normal, if that makes any sense. Do you know what I mean? Like how I grew up. Like I grew up in a I weren't raised rough or nothing like that, but at the same time, I was shown a lot of red flag things to make me think that was normal and acceptable. So I accepted a lot of situations, what I was seeing, if that made any sense. So
And are you able to kind of disclose that?
yeah, just like obviously, like I said, she had a daughter, and with her daughter, when I first met her, she told me, "Oh, my baby dad, he's this, he's a paedophile, he's known for this and he's known for that, and he's a bad person." Brother, let me tell you something today, right? Let me tell you something, yeah? And I'm going to be 100% because you said this is my truth, yeah? So I got told that this guy likes young girls. This is what I got told. And the reason why she didn't put him in her daughter's life, or in his daughter's life, was because of his past history. Bro, to find out, right, she was sleeping with her sister's man. So this man was just playing a game with young girls, but he ended up getting her pregnant. And because he got her pregnant, he got her caught out. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But obviously, I found this out later, years down the line, by my second daughter. Do you know what I'm saying? So when she's making out to me, when I got told the story, like, oh, he forced me, I didn't really want to have a baby with him. And when I met him, he was basically lying to me, and he was trying to get with my sister, and he was a horrible man. The whole time the guy was with your sister anyway. So he slept with your sister's man and got pregnant.
And did that break up their friendship after, the sister and hers?
No, they're cool.
Okay.
Do you know, I'm not around them, but they got their relationship. Do you know what I mean? But it made sense why they had a rocky relationship. Because every minute these two are arguing, fighting. But they still stuck together as sisters, but yeah, it made sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
So was it the father who didn't want to know the child after, or she said that he couldn't know the child because?
Do you know what it is? She was just stopping him from seeing his child. Like, it got to a situation where I was the guy that contacted him, and I made sure he saw his daughter. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would phone him and be like, "Listen, my name's Jamal. Basically, I'm with your ex-partner. Your daughter misses you because obviously I've got a son with your ex-partner, and she's watching our bond, and I can see that she's missing something. And obviously I can't be someone else's dad. I can try. I can always be there for her. I can do school runs. I can do your birthday parties, but it's never going to be the same. And why I say this is, you can come around my family, but it's not your family deep down. So there's so much I can do to make you feel welcome and loved and everything, but it's not going to feel the same." And I used to see it in her face. And obviously I built up a bond with her because before my son came, she was like essentially the first child I was raising. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just made sure I implemented a relationship with the dad and the daughter. And because of how their mum, well, my kid's mum was going on, she was stopping that relationship. So I found that when I stepped in and made these two have a relationship, she was a happy little girl. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, she might have been a bit...
To start off with.
Yeah, a bit, because obviously she's not seeing him all the time. But because of me, at that moment of time, he was having a bond with his child. And then I started to realise, because obviously... in a way, I don't want to say it like this, but I was controlling the finances. Not to say that I'm a controlling man, but I just wanted the best for the daughter. And then obviously my baby mum would come to me like, "Oh, I need you to get money off my man." So then I said, "Look, how much can you give me?" I know it's crazy.
So you was basically the middleman.
I was the middleman. I was the middleman, bro. I was the middleman. Racco. So there's me doing that middleman, and then I just thought one day I'm calling him. He's trying to do with me like I'm the baby mum and he's the baby father. Do you know, like that? So I'm thinking, nah, brother, this is long. So obviously I said to my baby mum, you lot handle each other, because obviously I've created a situation now. He's seeing his daughter. He's paying. So what's the issue? Soon as I handed the situation back, beer arguments, disagreements, shouting outside the house. Now she don't see her dad again. So that's literally how that situation played out.
Do you blame that down to the father, or do you blame that down to her?
I always say both. Yeah? The reason why I say both is because at the same time, it's a life lesson, because before you even sleep with a woman, you need to get to know her parents. You need to get to know her friends. If you don't do these things, you're just literally walking in blindly, because anyone, when you meet someone, it's always happy days. It's always like, this person's amazing, like my soulmate. Oh, I love her. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But in reality, if you don't know where the parents come from and you don't know how they raise their daughter or their son, you're literally walking into flames.
All right, so I want to go to the second child. That's your daughter, right?
Yeah, correct.
How did that situation play out?
Boy, when my daughter came, that's when it got treacherous. Reason being because of the city that I'm from, obviously people will be able to pick up where I'm from. And the city that I was in, I couldn't handle it. Do you know what I mean? There's no disrespect to the city as well. It was just like the pace of the city wasn't how I was. Like, I'm just like,
It's too slow.
Yeah. I need to do this today, now. And everything's just chilled and we'll do it tomorrow. And the next
because
day.
It's a countryside though,
Yeah. It's not really fast-paced environment.
London's fast, yeah.
Yeah, London's a fast-paced environment. So I found it hard to adjust to the city. And that was causing a lot of issues in the relationship. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Where I would say my kid's mum wanted me to be more of a man and put down everything what I'm doing where I'm from and just live where she's from, if that made any sense.
All right, so was you living in both cities when you had the second child of her, or was you fully just engaged in one city?
When my son was born, I stayed there for a full year.
Okay.
I didn't go back. But when my daughter came, because I was in a stage where the relationship was breaking down, it was I was just easing a situation where, look, I live where I live, you live where you live. I'll pick up my son on these days and I'll drop them back. And then if there's a parents' evening, I'll be there. If you need me help to do anything, I'll be there. But I was easing that situation. And then...
How old was your daughter then when you two broke up?
My daughter, when we broke up, my daughter would have been about 1.5, 2.
Okay. And that's when
maybe 3.
Did she break up with you or did you break up with her?
Well, this is a funny question because she would say that I broke up with her, but I remember her bringing me somewhere to a restaurant and saying, if you don't stop living in London and doing what you're doing and be a man, then it's done. So I said, I ain't leaving. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I'm doing. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not happy being in this city. There's nothing motivating for me. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And
the way I see it, she broke up with me, yeah.
But, okay, I'm not trying to take any sides here. But is it because she's saying to you, either come there and do the family life properly or don't worry about the family life? And then because you chose to live down there, she's telling you, she's giving you an option. If you come up here, stay with me, we'll be together. If you continue to live in London, then don't worry about it. Because she found that she's doing it all by herself.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, literally. Like I said, I take full accountability for my actions. I was a very young man and I didn't know. And I was going off my teachings of how I was seeing elders handle their relationships where yard man, yeah man, take that. Do you know what I'm saying? Fill up the fridge, gas, electric, my God. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
So this is what I'm implementing. I'm not even realizing what I'm doing, but in my mind, I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're looking at, as long as you come and you put money on the table and you're filling up the fridge and you're paying electricity and you're doing what you need to do in the house and you bounce
my
off.
job's done. This is what I'm thinking. But as a bigger man now, my job wasn't done. Do you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I wouldn't say I wish I could go back in time because I don't. But I'm happy I went through what I went through because I've learned a lot of life lessons.
It made you now a better person.
Yeah, 100%.
Got you. All right, so you've broken up. You moved back down to your local city. Could I say the word London?
Yeah.
You moved back down to London. For moving back down to London, what then happened after that? When did the nightmares start?
Well, I would say after we made that agreement, that obviously it wasn't. And when I say the agreement, yeah, because you said something like, it weren't a thing where I opted out of being with my family. It was just we was not together as a partnership.
But you're still looking out for the kids.
Yeah. I was still there for
Providing
her
and
my children. Do you know what I'm saying? I never just said and her child as well. Do you know what I mean? So, I would say I remember one day I was just in my house and I got a one message. Oh, if you're not gonna come back and see us, you're never gonna see your kids again. So I'm thinking, what do you mean I'm never gonna see my kids again? You dumb. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me I can't see my kids. Do you know what I mean? They're my kids. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, not mine, they're our children. We made them. So you can't tell me I can't see them. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's where it started. And then, picture disappearing off WhatsApp and, do you know what I mean?
Because she blocked you.
Yeah, I'll be getting blocks and that. And I'm thinking, I want to chat to the kids, but it's frustrating because man's in London. Do you know what I mean? And you're blocking, man. And now I'm finding myself driving to your city. What's going on? Oh, it's all mind games. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's where this is where the ball started rolling, basically. And it really, it started to get bad from there. She just started to say, because before she wouldn't do that. She would just be like, doors open, I can see the kids as much times as I like and stuff like that. So then we got into a situation where I think I just went back to her city and I sat down with her and I said, look, what do you want to do? And then she's saying, I can't cope. I don't want these kids no more. I want to focus on my child. And you can pick up from here. But I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you can't say that because you've got multiple children, so you can't just focus on one. You got to focus on all of them. But I think what she was trying to say at the time was that because of her decisions that she made, I think she's made her first child feel left out, if you get what I'm saying. Because me and her going back and forth and, do you know what I mean? Her child never asked for none of this. Do you know what I mean? It was just her and her mum. Do you know what I'm saying?
So she's telling you, you could take the two kids and you can go and look after them, and she's going to go and focus on her child, which she had to someone else, and she's going to leave it like that.
Not leave it like that, but I think she just wanted to spend a little time with her.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then touch base back with the children that we had, basically. Then after that, I was just like, no, get yourself together. Like, we ain't doing that. I live where I live. It's nothing.
No, do you know what I mean? So I'm saying that, yeah.
Go on.
Because she told you, right?
Yeah.
Take your kids in it. Right? Remember, you both saying it's 50-50, yeah? They're both for your kids. So she's not telling you, right, take your kids and get on with it.
Yeah.
You're now at the first corner thinking, right, nah, keep all three together.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, mummy, innit? Like, kids, they just love mummy. They're like,
oh, you look at it, it's too much, it's going to be too much work.
No.
Okay.
I'm down for the grind.
Okay.
I'm down.
I just have to check, bro. I have to check.
Yeah. I got my own crib where I'm at. Do you know what I'm saying? It's got nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I think it was more to the time where the lifestyle I was living at that time, I wasn't living a responsible lifestyle. So I was more trying to manage it with the mum than them being around me full time because like I said before, I didn't know the responsibilities of being a man and a father. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I was just trying to keep it all in one household, if that made any sense.
But you don't want to break up the three of them together.
Exactly.
And the mother.
Yeah, because I've grown up like that. Everything's mashed up. This baby father, this baby mother. It's long. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just bare confusion. Like I haven't even got one sibling from the same dad or the same mum. Do you know what I'm saying? And I got bare siblings. So how does that work? Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm thinking I don't want my kids experiencing this. Even though me and their mum are going through what they're going through, I still believe we can manage this situation, you know, like that. Obviously, I've gone back to London now. And then she's hit me up again. Listen, you need to take the kids or they're going social services. I ain't dealing with this no more. But I don't think she meant it. I just think she was just emotional. She felt on her own. I wasn't there to support her as much as she wanted me to support her. And she was just crying out of frustration. So I'm not kicking her down when she said that. I'm a real man. I won't say that. I'll just say, this is what was said. So when I heard that, I'm a man thinking social services. Straight away, I'm thinking they're going to take my kids. Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought, raw, okay, cool. I was in a bit of a situation in London and I just said to myself, do you know what? The best thing I can do is stop the way I'm living and just move to her city and just raise the kids. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, I think my daughter's 2, my son's 3. They're only like a year and a half apart.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, yeah, let me just be there for my children, them, and we can work this out. So then we've come up now, we're sitting down, we're discussing. I said, how do you want to do this? Because I'm not with you. You're not with me. So how are we going to raise these kids? She's saying, take them. Yeah? I'm like, take them where? Do you know what I'm saying? Where am I going to take them? Because we can't go back. I can't go back to my city. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're from here. Even though I could, but, you know, I still wanted the mum involved. Like, do you know what I mean?
So, was you looking to move back into her house or was you going to end up renting somewhere else because you're going back into the city?
I'll be real. I came up and I was living in my brethren's studio.
Okay.
I had a big yard, 3-bedroom house. Yeah, I shut that down and I just started living kind of grimy in a sense where, not that I weren't broke or nothing, but I was just living in the studio. And because me and her couldn't really get on, I didn't want to be in her house like that. So I'd rather, how I was dealing with it is school run time, I'll pick up the kids, take them to school, I'll let her go to work, I'll come back, cook food for the kids. When she gets back from work, I would go. Do you get what I'm saying? Just try and give her that space so she could do what she had to do, if that made any sense.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just started getting bad, started getting worse and worse. Like,
What started happening?
so I've come back again and sat down and said, what should we do? She's like, all right then, cool. You take the kids and I'll take you to a place where you'll go into emergency accommodation. And then this way you'll be in the same city. You'll have your own yard. And we'll just work like that. So that was the plan. So then I've gone into emergency accommodation with the children. They were really young. Like I said, my daughter was 2. No, she was about 3.5, and my son was 5. So I've gone in there now. I'm doing the same thing now. But these times now, because I'm in a hotel, I need to feed the children because in the hotel there's no cooking facilities. So I'm phoning her, she's not answering the phone. She's making it really hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
hard to get hold of her.
Yeah, just to work with. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've made a plan. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's stick to it, innit? Because you're saying you want to focus on your daughter and do things with your daughter, but then you want me to look after the kids, which fair enough, I'm doing. But where do we go from here? Because I can't feed them. I have to go laundrette to wash their clothes. Do you know what I'm saying? So then it comes to a situation where she just cut me a key, and then literally I'll pick up the kids after school, go to hers, try and cook, but obviously she wouldn't let me because she'll be always arguing with me. So I just didn't even do that. Then one day now, this is the day where it went left. So why I'm in this situation today, yeah? So I do a school run one day, and then I'm driving past the house, and then I'm phoning her phone, but her phone's off. So these times now, I've gone in the yard, and her daughter's there, but her daughter's in primary school. She's just sleeping on the sofa. And there's no gas and electric in the house. And this is an issue that I used to go with this through with her. Like, she'll never top up the gas and electric. There's no food in the fridge. It was treacherous. And this is why I say, guys, that when you meet a woman, make sure you really get to know who you're laying down with. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if I really got to know who she was, I wouldn't even have given her a high five. And that's real. Like, I'm being honest. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I say this, I'm not trying to disrespect her, but that's not the type of woman that I wanted in my life. The way she presented to me was somebody completely different. Like what I said at the start of it, she told me her baby father did something to her, but she was sleeping with her sister's man. So I'm trying to give you the character of this person. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I said, cool, let me go and get some gas and electric. So I've gone and got gas and electric. Come back, put on the gas and electric, gone up the stairs. She's there now. How dare you leave my daughter in the house on her own? I was like, she was on her own anyway. What are you talking about? And how did your little daughter get in the house from primary school? Like, what are you talking about? You're right in your head. We're bickering. So I said, yo, God, grab my kids, gone, yeah? We had a big argument, yeah? I've dropped off my son to school. 12 o'clock, I get a phone call. Oh, hi, Dad. Just to let you know, your son's been collected at 12 p.m. And, yeah. Thinking, what? Why she get to 12 p.m.? Thinking, okay, cool. All right, whatever. Then I'm deep in. These times I got a girl, by the way. All right? So I'm in my girl's house and we're sitting down reasoning. She's like, yeah, she's trying to do something. I was like what? These times I'm not even fathoming, I can't even say the word. I can't even fathom, her doing what she's about to do. I just know her a certain way, like she's a bit slack. She don't like cooking and cleaning. She don't like doing this. She just, do you know what I mean? But to the outside world, she's this beautiful person and everyone thinks she's amazing. But behind them doors, blood.
She's a different person.
Yeah, different. It's different, brother. So, where am I now?
She picked up your son from school at 12.
She picked him up from school at 12. And they said, yeah, if you want to discuss this, come into school. So then my ex-partner now was telling me, yo, if you bring your daughter in, same thing's gonna happen. But I'm like, well, if I withhold the daughter and then she holds the son, what? Because these two are like twins. Do you know what I'm saying? So what? I'm gotta be the guy to break them up.
So did you have the daughter with you? What, was she ill or something? Or?
Nah, basically, my daughter was in reception. So in reception, they only go in on certain days. Yeah, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So
obviously my son was in year 1, so he just went in on normal days. So as I just thought, you know what, I know what she's trying to do, but it doesn't matter because I'll just link her and just meet up with her and work it out. Obviously she's upset. I dropped off my daughter. I got a phone call, 12 o'clock again. Oh, hi, Dad. Mum's come to collect the children.
What, the next day this happened?
Next day. The next day, brother. Yeah? So I'm thinking, what? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, and there's some issues. There's been some domestic violence and you'd have to contact social services. It's like, contact social services. I'm like, what? You get me? So I'm calling her, I'm blocked. I'm going to the yard, she's not there. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, right. So what's going on? School's phoning me back. You're banned from the school because of domestic violence. What domestic violence? I don't even know what domestic violence is. I swear down, bro. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, what is domestic violence? I'm looking it up on Google. Man abusing woman. I'm like, abusing woman? Like, what? Like, no, I don't do these things. You know what I'm saying? Called up social services. They're telling me, listen to this. They're telling me I've manipulated the mum because I was homeless and I had nowhere to live. So I beat her up, kidnapped my children, ran to a hotel. Bear in mind, she took me to the Blood Clot Hotel, bro. She took me there. So how am I kidnapping kids and running off to a hotel?
And she's told you to keep the child.
She's told me to keep them. Obviously now I'm getting more. I'm just in a zone because I don't know what to do. I've never been to a family court before or anything. And then what's happened is a court letter's come through to my house to say that a non-molestation order's been set. So I'm thinking non-molestation. I'm thinking that's paedophilia, brother. When I see molestation, I'm thinking molestering, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know what this is. So, obviously, I got into court, and they're like, "Yeah, you beat up the mum in the house, and then the daughter was trying to stop you, and then you hit the daughter, and she whacked her head, and then."
Your daughter she's talking about? Your daughter or the other her first
Her daughter. And obviously they're scared of you, and you basically mentally abused her to take the children. So I'm like, I did not mentally abuse anyone. She gave me the kids for one. And two, where's my kids? Because she's not answering my phone calls. I can't speak to my kids. Like, it's a normal thing for me to be in their life anyway. You know, like that. Then now we're going through the court process.
So it's the first stage.
This is the first stage of the court process.
And what was the first stage for? What was the case for?
It was basically her filing a non-molestation order and then her filing a child arrangements order.
Okay.
Because at that moment of time, there was nothing written on paper. Who goes to see the kids? We were just normal parents just dealing with our children without the court system.
So, okay, let me just stop you there because there's three things I need to touch on. So the first part is when you went for the molestation order, you went to court for that one. What happened in that case?
To be honest, brother, I don't even know because I just don't really remember it. Yeah, like I'll be real. I didn't even know. I don't even know. What happened.
Did you bust case then?
No, because it wasn't a situation where it went into fact finding. It was like spoken of in court
and then dismissed. You're saying,
and dismissed type thing. It wasn't like
nothing was settled down.
Nothing was settled down. Yeah, it was because there was so much of her creating so much false allegations about me. It was very confusing in the court. So I think they just were more focusing on me seeing the kids, if that made any sense.
And then you getting to see the kids in that case for the child arrangement. What happened in that part?
So I got offered to see the kids in a contact center because obviously they said I was abusive, I was a violent man, and all these type of things.
And did the mum arrange this, or was this just done?
This was managed through the courts.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started going contact center. Obviously that went really well because obviously my kids, they know me. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise they wouldn't even be in a stage to be in a hotel with me and all of that. So I was with the children. It went well, went really, really well. Then obviously because it went so well, I got offered unsupervised contact where I would see them on a Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. But what would happen is I'll go to the house, she wasn't there. I'll turn up, she wasn't there. I'll call her, she wouldn't answer the phone. Only 3-4 times she would agree to the contact. And then, because we're still in court proceedings, she would go to court and say, oh, he's harassing me, he's threatening me, he's dangerous, he's scary and all this stuff. So then the court said, okay, if you want to pick up your kids, Dad, you got to make sure there's someone there. But in her city, I don't have anyone in her city. Do you know what I'm saying? To be there as a third party. So I managed to find someone and that still didn't work out. So then it kind of just got left as that. Just one day a week and that was it. And to be honest, I kind of just gave up because I was just like, every time I'm going back to court, there's an allegation that's not true. And I don't know how to prove my innocence. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm trying to show the court that she gave me the kids herself, willingly. Like, I didn't mentally abuse her to take the children. But it was so hard to prove because I didn't know the statistics of women going through domestic violence was so high. So there actually are men that mentally abuse women, that do physically put their hand on women. Obviously, I do know it happens, but I didn't know to what extent. So there's a thing called Claire's Law now, where there was a girl called Claire and she got murdered. And you know, I don't know if you know the story, but yeah, I didn't know it was that deep. So I didn't understand why the judges were taking this allegation so seriously.
But if there wasn't no fact finding what took place, that means they didn't really take it that seriously then, because you said that she changed her story so many times, and then a fact finding never happened.
Never happened, bro. Like, obviously, I can get later on to the story where it happened, but yeah, at that moment of time, there was no fact finding. It was very weird, to be honest. Like, do you know what I mean? There were social services involved.
And what happened to that?
They basically were just agreeing, saying, Mum's lying. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so after they've done the report,
yeah, the Section 7 report. You're aware of a Section 7 report, yeah? So after they done their Section 7 report, they were like, this woman can barely meet the children's needs. And they were just coming for her in the report because they knew she was a liar. So after that, it was a weird, that's what I'm saying. Like, now I've gone through different court proceedings, I realized that one was really bad, how it was dealt with. But it was just due to the fact that I didn't know and she didn't know.
At the time.
At how the system worked.
So let me just ask you this. If the social service is saying that she's a bad woman, or not bad woman, but in the terms of she's not able to cope properly, did they not then tend to return the kids back to you?
No, because the system's designed for the women to have the children, not the dads. So it doesn't matter that for you to physically get contact, not all the time, but the majority of the time, I feel like the mum has to be high off some mad piece of drugs, super alcoholic, literally can't even put a string of sentence together for them to be like, okay, you're right, Dad, mum's not well. Do you know what I'm saying? But if mum can cover it up, you ain't seeing your youth. Do you know what I'm saying? You ain't seeing that youth. So then, after that now, fast forward, I would say like another 7 months on top of that. I'm in my yard, about 3 a.m. Thinking, what's that? So I get up, 2 police officers outside my house. So I've gone downstairs now, and I'm like, what's up? They were like, oh, are you Jamal? I said, yeah. And he goes, oh, we've got your kids in custody, and they've gone into emergency care. So I said, what? I said, why haven't you brought them here? They were like, oh, because of the domestic violence, social services are advised not to bring the kids to you. I said, oh, bro. Bro, I'm fuming, bro. I'm like, why are they there? The police telling me someone's called them up to say my kids have been left in the house on their own. They've gone in the house, waited for an hour and a half, and nobody came back. So they removed the children from the property.
So there's all 3 kids were there?
All 3 of them.
And how old was your kids at the time when this happened?
My stepchild at that time, she probably would have been about 8. My son would have been about 5, and my daughter would have been about 3.
And do you ever know where mum went?
She went out with some man. It's not even funny. She was out with her next brother in a car down the road. That's what she said. Yeah? And all these things I'm trying to prove. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you know what I've done, innit? Man's run straight back to court now. Because I've got something solid. Finally. So you're thinking now, look, man's rubbing his head. This story's treacherous, bro.
Go on.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to stress you out.
No,
bro.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm there, my bro. Go on.
So I run back to court, bro. I'm like, yo, I got evidence of her leaving the kids in the house on their own. Look, look, can't you see it? Judges are like, They were like, where was you? She was like, I was in the car with my brethren. Doing what? We just went out to go and get something to eat.
For an hour and a half, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Obviously, this is what, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Logically, yeah. So the judge is like, so what was your reasons? I was hungry, I just thought. And my daughter was able to watch the kids. And then this time, yeah, the judge that I kept on having, she was evil. She was not for the brothers. Yeah? So she was finding ways to make it sound okay what she did.
What culture is she? Your BMs?
Caribbean. So the judge is like, yeah, trying to find ways to back her, Like literally, and I'm pulling my hair out, bro. I'm like, listen, yeah, how much times there's reports saying she's not good enough to be a mum. There's reports saying that she don't do this, she don't do that. I've supplied unlimited evidence of backing every single thing that I said, yeah? What more do you need from me? Because I had her, so good, they didn't give me full custody, but they gave us a shared parenting order. Mm-hmm. So that's all I got out of it, basically.
So how many days was you able to have them a week then?
So after this now, I got a decent order where I was allowed to pick them up, say after school on a Friday, drop them to school Monday morning, pick them up on a Wednesday, drop them back to school on a Thursday, and then shared holidays. From there now, exactly what I'm telling the courts, what's going to happen is happen. I'm gone to school. The school don't even know I exist. To make it even worse, let's make it worse now. She's moved from the yard.
Somewhere else now.
And changed the schools. So I've got a whole order where I can pick up my kids, but I don't know where they live. And I'm in a whole different city. I'm laughing. I'm in a whole different city and I don't know where my kids are. By the grace of Allah, yeah, I'm in a shopping centre one day. I see my youth. Dad, run up to me. Yo, I live on this road. I said, is it? Yeah, I go to this school. I said, cool. Bang, gone to the school. I said, right, do these kids go here? They're like, yeah. I said, look, here's their birth certificates. Here's my ID. I'm their father. They were like, oh, we thought you was in prison. I'm like, prison? I'm like, well, who told you that? Oh, mum told us that you don't want to have anything to do with the kids. I said, no. I said, call the mum now. Call her. Where is she? Do you know what I'm saying? Where is she? She don't want to come. Yeah? I come back the next day, calm, persistent. She don't want to come. I come back the next day. Yeah? She turns up. I've got the order in my hand. I said, look, today is Friday. Yeah? I'm supposed to pick up my kids. Where are my kids? Oh, he's abusive. He's aggressive. He's been threatening me. The teachers don't even know what to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're all confused. But there's nothing to be confused about because I have an order written by the judge saying that these are the days. Doesn't say what school I need to collect them from. It says after school. Do you get it?
So let me just ask you this. So when you saw them in the shopping centre, how long before that time when she moved houses that you didn't see them for? Was it weeks, months, years?
Couple months.
Okay.
Couple months. Like, I'll say about 2-3 months.
So you didn't go back to the court to tell them that your children have been taken away from you, or?
Because, like I said, I was so mentally disturbed at how someone can say you did this and you didn't do it. I didn't want to go back to court, bro.
Fair play.
I just had an order and I knew you had to stick to it regardless once I found you. Do you know what I'm saying? And then the funny story of this is, she didn't know where I lived in this city. She moved 2 minutes from my house. The school was 2 minutes from my house, bro. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Trust me. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Trust me. Yeah. Like, you have to understand, the higher powers are great. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, so obviously, I've got an agreement with the school now. She's been caught out. Do you know what I'm saying? Then everything's going okay. Then COVID comes. Oh, you can't see your kids because you're going to give them COVID-19. I'm like, okay, well, can I speak to them? No, because you're going to spread coronavirus. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the whole of COVID, I can't see my kids. But bear in mind, you might say, why didn't you go back to court? Courts are closed. Everything was locked off, like that. So I just literally, in the back of my mind, I was just like, oh, I can't be arsed. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I just can't be arsed, bro. And then, I just called it a day for a bit, just for like a couple months. Then when COVID was over, obviously I made reconnection with her to see the kids again. Basically. I get to a situation now where COVID is over and I see the kids now. It's a madness. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously we're kind of going back and forth, not arguing. I'm just trying to say to her, like, look, like, I'm getting CSA'd already, but what's the point of CSA? Because I'm going to give you this. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't believe you. I don't trust you. You're trying to mind manipulate me and control me and coerce me and all of that. And I'm just like, whatever, man. I said, okay, cool, whatever. I said, you know what? I'm not having this conversation no more. Cool. CSA me, whatever. I tried. Yeah, I tried. After that now, she just tried to argue with me, saying, no, I'm just going to stick to CSA and this is what it's going to be. And obviously, if you want to help me do shopping, you're more than welcome. And she kind of left it like that. It was still kind of up in the air. So everything what I tried to do, it was not good. It did not help my situation. And it was only for the children why I did that. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously, after that now, the same situation's going on. I'm turning up to school. My kids are not at school. I'm phoning her. Why are you harassing me? I'm not harassing you. I'm phoning you to see why my kids are not at school. Blocked. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. Imagine now, to get to the school, it's like 50 minutes or 40-minute drive. So I've driven 40 minutes for you to do that. Every other week she's doing the same thing. So then obviously I'm going to the school. Look, why are you releasing the kids to mum on the days that I'm supposed to collect them? Oh, Dad, if you're having any issues, you have to go back to court. I'm like, oh, I don't want to go back to court. I don't want to go back to court. I don't want to go back to court. So it keeps happening. I go to school one day, my daughter's there, but my son's not there. I might go to school another day to collect them on the days that I'm supposed to collect them. My son's there, but my daughter's not there, vice versa. Maybe when I pick them up, like in school now, when they've got PE, they make them go to school in their PE outfit on a Friday.
Yeah.
I'm collecting them up on a PE day. They're just in their PE outfit and they ain't got no school uniform. So like, I ended up in a situation where I'm buying new school uniforms every month. because she don't want to pack a school uniform because it's just being malicious and, do you know what I mean? Whatever she's doing it for. But yeah, I was going through that type of situation.
All right, because I ain't got long left, so I want to try and fast forward. Okay, did it ever get to where she stopped you completely, where you don't have no access to your kids anymore?
I ended up in the next situation where we're back at court now, where the kids were left at home alone again. They ended up being with me.
What was the reason this time? Sorry, why she left them the kids by themselves this time again?
Yeah.
No, what was this reason this time?
I don't know her reasons.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know her reasons. She probably
You just got told that your kids are left behind and you have to, and you get them.
Yeah. Cool. So they ended up staying with me for a bit. I had to change their school. So change their school, obviously advised by social services, because obviously they were concerned with what my kids have said to them. Obviously I won't disclose that because I'm not trying to make my kids, do you know what I'm saying? Like expose my kids like that. I'm being very particular on what I'm saying. And then we've ended up going back to court. The judge has said, due to the allegations that's been raised by social services, the kids have to stay with dad. So after that now, I got access to the kids again. But she didn't bring them to where she was supposed to bring them. Then I got arrested.
For what?
For harassment.
But it's a bit confusing because the court's telling you one thing, and then you seem to like you're trying to follow what the court's telling you to do, but then you seem to then come up against hurdles every time it's to then meet the kids.
Exactly, and this is what happens. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. So, yeah, it was ordered that I'll meet them at a certain place at a certain time, unsupervised, and then she didn't turn up with them. Then after that, I would say I went back to court. I did an enforcement order. With that enforcement, it just got ignored. And then there was all these back and forths because what she did, she got me arrested for harassment and stalking. So she basically told the police that I've been ringing her phone on private number and I've been driving around her property. And she's scared for her life, basically. So they've arrested me under that, but then obviously released me under no further action because it didn't happen. There was no evidence of the situation. And then what she's done, she's used that evidence of me getting arrested for her to get another non-molestation order issued towards me, if that makes any sense.
No, I hear what you're saying.
So, and then it's made the whole court proceedings get even confusing. And then after that, I'm still going back and forth through the family court system. And to this day, I still can't see the kids, basically.
So from since then to now, how long have you seen your kids now?
Like, I haven't had them around me properly for the last 2 years.
So how old would they be now?
I don't really want to disclose that.
Okay, fair play. That's cool, bro. That's cool.
Yeah, but they're big now.
They're big now, yeah? All right, listen. Obviously, you still got things pending, which we can't even go into. So I think we have to stop where we are now.
Yeah.
In this whole story that you've told me today, in terms of what you have gone through, what can you take from it and what you can learn from your mistakes? What you can maybe say to yourself now moving forward, what you could have done better or can do better?
I would say I would like to say try find the mutual grounds, but it's hard to find mutual grounds with someone when the other person is constantly against you and constantly not letting something go that didn't happen. But I would have liked to be in a situation where we could speak about certain issues and move forward. That's my honest opinion. But other than that, I did my ultimate best to be like, I left my city to be in the next city to be a dad. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I knew that if I stayed in London, I wouldn't have the relationship that I have with my kids right now. Do you get what I mean? And it's written in numerous reports. I miss my daddy. I love my daddy. My daddy's the best. My daddy's my world. My daddy's my superhero. My kids don't say nothing negative about me. Like, there has been some negative things, but it was said by the mother. And if they did say something negative, it was tailored by the mother. But then when I had to go to a contact center in front of social services and stuff like that, it was a complete opposite of what the report was. The kids were just hugging me, kissing me, squeezing me. Can we go see your house, daddy? Can we do this, daddy? I want to do this. Can we go swimming? Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't regret anything I done, because everything I did, I wouldn't have the bond that I have with my children right now.
All right. So there's going to be two things I'm going to say to you. The first thing is, if the mum was watching, what would you like to say to her?
Stop making false allegations. Think about our children. And I just pray Allah softens our heart to make it easy for our children, so our children can see us in a better light, so we can raise the children in the best way we can.
And to any fathers who's watching this, what advice would you like to give them? Well, to anyone who's going through your situation, really. But it's more fathers.
Fathers, all I would say is, before you lay down with somebody, make sure you meet their parents and understand where that person comes from.
Listen, bro, we need to wrap it up now. The time is up. So I'm going to say thank you for coming on today's show and sharing your story. I do hope your pending case does go well.
Inshallah.
And you're able to get to see your kids again.
Inshallah.
Yeah. I want to say to anyone who's been watching today's episode, I do want to hear your comments below. Sorry, your views in the comments below. Don't forget to also check out the Baby Fathers website, which is www.babyfathers.com. That's a website which can help you lot start the process of getting to see your fathers, get to see your kids. Apology, I'm tired. Trust me, I ain't done this for a hot minute either. But yeah, so listen, I'm just going to say thanks you lot for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and press the notification button. So anytime an episode comes out, you lot are going to be the first to know. And once again, Jamal, thanks for coming on, all right? Before you leave, where can they catch you?
Basically, it's Rights for Fathers on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. So it's Rights, 4, and Fathers that ends with a Z. Obviously, I got content where obviously I'm doing what you're doing, interviewing fathers, trying to spread awareness about fathers that go through parent alienation. And yeah, you'll see a lot from me. I'm here representing all fathers and mothers too that get alienated, but obviously the percentage of fathers is just that little bit more. Agree. And yeah, literally that's what I'm here for.
Wicked, my bro. Listen, I'm going to say thanks again.
Yeah.
All right. So you lot, so next time, peace.
Yeah, salute.
Out, man.